Have you ever caught yourself overthinking every message, every pause, every glance, wondering whether what you feel is real or if it's all just in your imagination? What if love isn't as complicated as your mind tends to make it? What if the truth has been quietly showing itself all along, not through words, but through the gentle, effortless connection you already share? Emotional resonance beyond language is one of the most profound and undeniable signs that two people truly love each other. It exists in the invisible dialogue that doesn't need to be spoken, in the quiet acknowledgement that flows between two souls without explanation. When love reaches this depth, it goes beyond logic, bypassing the need for validation through words or actions. It is not a performance or a statement, but a vibration felt on a deep emotional level that both naturally respond to. This resonance is what makes two people feel like they are tuned to the same frequency, where feelings are shared even in silence, and simply being together becomes the most meaningful form of communication. This kind of bond does not appear instantly. It develops gradually through trust, empathy, and emotional openness. When two people genuinely love each other, they begin to sense each other's emotional rhythm. They can feel when the other is hurting, even if no words are spoken. They notice when something is off just by the energy in a room or a subtle shift in tone. It's not about reading minds, but about sensing the emotional flow beneath the surface. This kind of resonance lets two people communicate on a level deeper than ordinary conversation, where gestures, glances, or shared silence carry more meaning than any words could. It is the comfort of being understood without explanation, the certainty that feelings will be met with care rather than confusion. Emotional resonance also shows in the way two people influence each other's emotions. When one feels anxious, stressed, or uncertain, the other instinctively brings calm without trying to solve everything. It is as if their emotional systems have learned to align, adjusting to each other's needs through quiet understanding. This balance creates a safe emotional space where both feel supported and grounded. Such harmony does not rely on constant reassurance because each person instinctively knows they are seen and valued emotionally. In tense moments or conflicts, they don't rush to prove who is right. Instead, they aim to restore emotional balance, guided by a shared sensitivity that protects the relationship rather than feeding individual pride. When love reaches this level of emotional awareness, communication becomes effortless. A glance across a room can express comfort, humor, or longing. A simple touch can soothe fear or spark desire. These unspoken exchanges build a private emotional world shared only by the two of them, a world that feels safe, nurturing, and real. Emotional resonance also teaches patience because both understand that love isn't about constant excitement or grand gestures. It is about presence, attunement, and genuine care in the smallest moments. The ability to sit together quietly, without awkwardness, simply existing in each other's presence, demonstrates a connection that has grown past infatuation into deep emotional intimacy. This resonance is also proof that the love shared is authentic, not driven by outside approval or temporary passion. It cannot be faked or forced because it emerges naturally from emotional honesty and mutual respect. When two people love deeply, they begin to reflect each other's emotional landscapes in healthy ways. They become attuned not by losing themselves, but by their energies naturally aligning. This connection reflects a mature kind of love, one that doesn't rely on constant questioning or reassurance. It is calm, steady, and grounded in an emotional truth both feel rather than have to define. Emotional resonance beyond words is the quiet heartbeat of genuine love, where two souls find a rhythm that feels like home. Mutual vulnerability and emotional safety are the heart of a love that is deep and enduring. It is the space where two people no longer feel the need to perform, impress, or hide their inner selves. They allow themselves to be fully seen in their unguarded human form. Love reaches its purest form when both partners can show weakness without fear, share insecurities without judgment, and reveal imperfections knowing they will still be accepted. In this sacred exchange, the protective walls slowly dissolve, replaced by trust that feels like home. When two people feel safe enough to be vulnerable, it shows that their love has grown beyond superficial attraction. Vulnerability is an act of courage. It involves risking misunderstanding, disappointment, or hurt. But in genuine love, both create an emotional environment where those risks are worth taking. They learn that their partner's heart is a refuge, not a battlefield. They can share sadness, confusion, or fear without feeling diminished. This is emotional safety, where honesty is respected and authenticity met with empathy. True love does not demand perfection. It accepts that both individuals are complex, flawed, and constantly changing. In emotionally safe relationships, apologies are not weakness. Mistakes are not weapons, but opportunities to learn. There is no need to hide behind pride or emotional armor because both understand that love is about connection, not control. They recognize that vulnerability is not a loss of strength, but a bridge to deeper intimacy. When both partners feel they can reveal their inner worlds and still be loved, the relationship becomes a sanctuary where healing naturally occurs. Mutual vulnerability also strengthens emotional closeness. It allows each person to understand the other's story, fears, wounds, and dreams. Through this shared openness, empathy grows effortlessly. It becomes easier to forgive, support, and connect because both can now see the world through the other's eyes. Love deepens not through constant harmony, but through shared emotional truth. Even during disagreements, there is an unspoken understanding that the connection is not at risk. This sense of safety encourages honest communication and removes the fear of abandonment or betrayal. When two people love enough to be transparent, they experience love as freedom, not dependency. Freedom to be fully themselves. In such relationships, silence is comfortable. The absence of words doesn't create tension because both feel secure enough to simply exist together. Emotional resonance, vulnerability, and safety create a love that is steady, nurturing, and profoundly real. It is a love where hearts meet without performance, where souls recognize each other, and where both individuals know that being fully themselves is not only safe but cherished. This is the love that lasts, the love that becomes a home, the love that is felt rather than endlessly questioned. Emotional safety means that being quiet or distant for a little while doesn't spark insecurity. It's the confidence that the connection remains steady even when feelings fluctuate. This kind of stability allows both people to grow individually while staying connected, nurturing a love that is strong, grounded, and resilient. Mutual vulnerability is also the space where compassion thrives. When both partners witness each other's struggles and respond with tenderness instead of judgment, love becomes something sacred. It's no longer about who gives more or who needs less. It turns into mutual care, emotional balance, and respect for each other's inner world. Both partners learn that love is not only about joy, but also about holding space for one another's challenges. The beauty of this kind of love lies in its quiet strength, the ability to remain steady together even when the world feels unstable. When two people reach this level of emotional honesty and safety, overthinking fades. There's no need to question motives or search for hidden meanings. They simply know through calm presence, through the quiet assurance of mutual care, that love exists not in words, but in the courage to be vulnerable while still feeling safe. The balance of giving and receiving is one of the clearest signs of mature, genuine love. In a healthy emotional connection, love flows naturally between two people like breathing. There is no calculation, no hidden expectations, and no lingering resentment. Each person gives because it feels natural and receives with ease, knowing that receiving does not make them weak but human. This balance forms a rhythm where generosity and gratitude coexist, creating harmony that sustains love without exhausting either person. It's not about keeping score, but about an effortless exchange of emotional energy where both feel valued and fulfilled. In relationships where love is authentic, giving is not a burden, it is a joy. There's a quiet satisfaction in seeing the other happy, not as a way to earn approval, but as an expression of care. True love doesn't ask for repayment, it seeks understanding and shared effort. When both people operate from this mindset, the relationship becomes a space of emotional abundance rather than scarcity. Every act of kindness, every thoughtful gesture becomes a subtle affirmation of connection. This mutuality provides stability and the sense that both partners are contributing to something bigger than themselves. Receiving is just as important as giving. Many struggle to accept love, affection, or help because they equate it with weakness or dependency. But true intimacy requires both the humility to receive and the courage to give without pride. When two people genuinely love each other, they break down the walls that prevent them from being nurtured. They allow themselves to accept care, support, and comfort without guilt. This willingness strengthens trust because it shows that love is not transactional, but a shared emotional experience. When one can say, "I need you," and the other responds with understanding rather than judgment, the bond deepens in subtle, meaningful ways. This balance also applies to effort, compromise, and emotional labor. In a healthy relationship, no single person carries the burden of maintaining the connection or solving problems alone. Both share the responsibility for nurturing the bond. When misunderstandings arise, both contribute to resolving them instead of shifting blame. This equality fosters respect because neither feels used or taken for granted. Love in such an environment is steady, fueled not by obligation or dependence, but by mutual care and understanding. A relationship built on balanced giving and receiving also allows both individuals to grow without fear of losing each other. There is space for individuality because love is not about possession or control. Each partner encourages the other's growth, knowing that when one evolves, the relationship evolves too. Balance does not mean equality in every moment. Sometimes one gives more, sometimes one receives more. Over time, however, it finds equilibrium because both are guided by empathy rather than ego. This rhythm strengthens emotional intimacy, helping each partner feel seen, valued, and understood. When love exists in balance, even small actions carry immense meaning. A simple check-in, a word of reassurance, or a shared silence becomes part of the fabric of connection. Both partners instinctively sense when the other needs support and when to step back to allow independence. This intuitive dance prevents resentment and sustains trust. It creates a sense that both stand on equal ground, supporting and being supported in turn. Love that grows from such balance is calm, yet powerful, nurturing yet liberating. Ultimately, the balance of giving and receiving becomes the invisible force that holds two hearts together. It teaches that love is not about sacrifice or constant proving, but about flow, a continuous exchange of kindness, care, and emotional truth. When both give sincerely and receive openly, love stops being a question and becomes a living state, steady and fully alive within them. Inner calm replacing doubt is one of the most mature and reassuring signs that love is real and mutual. When two people genuinely love each other, the need to constantly question, analyze, or seek reassurance fades. The mind, once racing with insecurities, finds peace in the steady rhythm of emotional trust. This calmness does not come from perfection or absence of challenges, but from a deep knowing that both hearts are aligned in honesty and sincerity. True love does not exist in anxiety or overthinking. It settles quietly in the heart, creating emotional stability that no external proof could replace. At the start of many relationships, uncertainty dominates. Minds try to interpret every gesture, word, or silence, looking for signs of love while fearing rejection or loss. But as love matures, and both individuals consistently reveal genuine intentions through actions, doubt slowly fades. You stop questioning whether they care because their presence shows it. You stop analyzing small things because their behavior proves that their feelings are steady. The emotional chaos that once filled your thoughts is replaced with trust. Trust not blind, but built on shared honesty, reliability, and openness. This inner calm is one of love's most transformative gifts. It marks the shift from needing constant reassurance to simply knowing you are loved. It's when both people no longer feel the need to prove themselves or compete for attention. There is a natural ease between them, an unspoken understanding that love doesn't need constant affirmation through drama or intensity. It simply exists, quietly, solidly, and fully present. When love reaches this depth, the connection becomes an emotional anchor. You feel secure even during silence, distance, or difficult times because trust has replaced fear. You know that temporary misunderstandings don't threaten the bond, and certainty exists not in words, but in the quiet consistency of love's presence. This sense of peace doesn't mean the relationship lacks passion or emotion. On the contrary, it allows feelings to become richer and more genuine. When the mind is free from suspicion or worry, love can express itself more fully. Both individuals feel free to be themselves without the pressure to perform. Affection flows naturally, communication is open and honest, and vulnerabilities are shared without fear of judgment. In this kind of love, there's no longer a need to seek validation, because both partners already feel emotionally seen and valued. Energy that was once consumed by overthinking is now invested in connection, in being present, and in appreciating the beauty of what exists between them. Emotional peace also changes how conflict is handled. Arguments or disagreements no longer feel threatening. They become opportunities for understanding and growth. Instead of reacting defensively or with fear, both approach challenges with patience. They trust that the bond is strong enough to endure differences. Inner calm fosters emotional maturity, allowing clear and thoughtful communication rather than panic. There is a shared responsibility for maintaining harmony, not by suppressing feelings, but through empathy and understanding. When love becomes a source of calm, it reflects a deeper alignment of heart and mind. Anxiety transforms into confidence. Even if life brings difficulty or change, the connection remains steady. This kind of peace cannot be faked or forced. It emerges naturally when two people are honest, consistent, and genuine. It is the quiet power of love that does not need to shout. It simply exists, creating stability in an unpredictable world. When inner calm replaces doubt, love stops being a question and becomes a lived reality. It shows that true connection does not create mental chaos, but brings clarity to the heart. It is the stillness that whispers without words, "This is safe, this is real, this is love." Shared growth and reflection are the essence of love that evolves instead of fading. When two people genuinely love each other, their connection becomes a mirror through which they see themselves more clearly. Love, at its purest, is not only about affection or attraction. It becomes a space for self-discovery, personal growth, and emotional maturity. Each partner reflects the other's light and shadow. Through this reflection, they understand themselves better. discover their values, and recognize areas where healing is needed. Love transforms from a fleeting emotion into a profound journey of shared evolution. When two hearts are aligned in genuine love, growth becomes inevitable. Each conversation, shared moment, or experience subtly shapes their inner world. One partner may help the other confront hidden fears, while the other inspires courage or patience. This exchange is not about changing each other, but about growing together through awareness. Love creates a safe emotional environment where both can explore vulnerabilities and learn from them. Mistakes are no longer sources of shame, but opportunities for deeper understanding. Challenges are not obstacles, but lessons meant to strengthen the bond. Shared growth also nurtures emotional balance. In a deep connection, neither person remains stagnant while the other evolves. Growth is mutual, even if it happens at different speeds. One partner may awaken the other to new perspectives, passions, or values, creating a ripple effect of inspiration. Real love encourages both people to reach their potential, not through pressure, but through belief. They see each other's capacity, even when self-doubt clouds vision. This dynamic brings both closer to their authentic selves while keeping the bond rooted in respect and understanding. Reflection is equally vital. When two people love each other, they become mirrors, revealing hidden aspects of one another. Sometimes this can feel uncomfortable, exposing insecurities or past wounds. Yet true love invites both to face these reflections with compassion. The relationship becomes a sacred space where growth is nurtured, not forced, through empathy. Through this mirroring, both partners learn how their behaviors, fears, and patterns affect one another. They practice emotional accountability, open communication, and conscious evolution. This awareness turns love into a catalyst for healing. Shared growth strengthens emotional intimacy because it builds a connection rooted in purpose and mutual respect. The relationship becomes more than shared happiness. It becomes shared meaning. Both partners feel that their love contributes to personal growth, making them more grounded, patient, and whole. There is no competition, no struggle for dominance, only quiet understanding that both are on the same journey, side by side. Over time, this continuous evolution creates a bond that is resilient and alive. Love no longer depends solely on romantic excitement, but on renewal through emotional awareness. Every life stage, challenge, and transformation deepens love rather than letting it fade. Growth keeps love dynamic, breathing energy into it instead of letting it settle into routine. In this kind of love, change is not feared, but embraced. Both partners understand that evolving together strengthens the bond. When love becomes a shared journey of growth and reflection, it moves from desire to devotion, from emotion to wisdom. It becomes a partnership where two souls walk together, discovering each other and themselves. This love teaches that growth is not a threat, but the foundation of lasting connection. It is the reason love continues to deepen long after the first spark has passed. Unconscious alignment of intentions is one of the most subtle yet powerful signs that two people truly love each other. It happens when they start moving in emotional harmony without even planning it. Their choices, thoughts, and feelings begin to reflect a shared rhythm that feels effortless and natural. This alignment doesn't come from control or imitation. It arises from deep emotional attunement. When love is genuine, it naturally brings two people into psychological and energetic balance. They act, think, and respond in ways that support one another's well-being, often without even realizing it. Their connection exists beyond conscious effort, forming an unspoken understanding where both are intuitively drawn toward the same direction in life and in emotion. This harmony develops gradually through emotional intimacy and trust. As time passes, they begin to internalize each other's patterns, They anticipate needs, sense moods, and understand what brings peace or discomfort without consciously deciding to do so. They adjust their behavior in ways that nurture the bond. This is not about losing individuality, but about discovering a shared emotional rhythm that enriches both lives. Such unconscious alignment reflects emotional safety and mutual care. When one feels low, the other instinctively knows how to respond, not because they are instructed, but because they feel it. The relationship flows with a natural ease, without constant correction or reassurance. Everyday moments reveal this alignment. They might think of each other at the same time, send messages simultaneously, or make similar choices without planning. They may finish each other's thoughts or sense each other's discomfort from afar. These small synchronicities are not coincidences. They reflect an emotional resonance beneath logic. Love creates a subtle energetic field between two hearts, guiding them along the same current. When both are emotionally open and authentic, their intentions harmonize naturally. Desires, values, and goals start to align because they are rooted in mutual respect and shared honesty. This unconscious connection brings peace into the relationship. Misunderstandings become easier to resolve because both are guided by the same underlying intention, protecting the bond rather than winning an argument. Even in conflict, they sense each other's limits and emotional needs. Disagreements do not create distance because, on a deeper level, they know they are partners, not adversaries. Their intentions, even in disagreement, are united by love and empathy. This shared emotional compass allows them to navigate challenges with grace rather than resistance. Alignment also shows in growth. Both partners begin moving in similar emotional directions. Their priorities shift in complementary ways. They value peace over drama, connection over ego, and understanding over judgment. This does not happen because one controls the other, but because love harmonizes their inner worlds. Their emotional and spiritual energies intertwine, creating a quiet partnership moving forward with shared purpose. Even when apart, their thoughts follow parallel paths. This is not dependency, but attunement, a deep synchronization that transcends physical distance. Unconscious alignment also appears in timing. Life seems to bring them to the same phases of readiness, emotionally, professionally, and spiritually. Their internal clocks match because their bond encourages mutual evolution. This level of connection may feel almost mystical, as if guided by something larger than themselves, yet it is simply the natural outcome of genuine love. When two people care deeply, their inner worlds begin to reflect each other in harmony. When love reaches this stage, it no longer requires constant effort or reassurance to thrive. It flourishes in the invisible understanding that both are moving together even in silence. Their intentions, though unspoken, are already aligned to protect the bond, to grow together, and to remain connected. This unconscious harmony is not fantasy. It is the clearest proof that two hearts are intertwined, moving through life as a single, quiet, united flow of love. True love does not always announce itself with grand gestures or dramatic words. It unfolds quietly through harmony, emotional safety, balance, peace, growth, and unspoken connection. Love in its purest form does not need to be questioned or proven. It reveals itself in the natural rhythm two souls create together. You feel it in the effortless understanding, in the safety that allows imperfection, in the seamless giving and receiving, and in the calm that quiets doubt. You grow together, reflect each other's light and shadows, and move through life as if guided by the same invisible current. Real love is not confusion, it is clarity dressed in simplicity. When these signs appear, stop searching for proof or fearing loss. What you have is already enough. Love does not need to be chased when it has already found its home within both hearts. True love is quiet, steady, and deeply felt. It shows itself not through grand gestures or constant reassurance, but through emotional resonance, mutual vulnerability, balance, and unconscious alignment. It is the calm presence that allows both people to grow individually while staying connected, the shared understanding that creates safety and trust, and the natural harmony of intentions that moves two hearts together as one. Love in its purest form is not about perfection, drama, or constant proof. It is about being seen, accepted, and supported, while evolving together through reflection, growth, and shared experiences. When this love exists, it doesn't need to be questioned or chased. It simply is, steady, nurturing, and profoundly alive.